Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marko and today I will be doing ReZero character tier list. I did reactions to ReZero season 1 and season 2 and I absolutely freaking loved it. It's a really magnificent show filled with amazing characters, amazing story, with so many mysteries. Unlike any other show, man, it has so many mysteries and I like that. We got a bunch of reveals, but then we have even more mysteries being left unsolved, man, and I'm so freaking excited for season 3. I actually reacted to season 3 trailer a while back and that was a perfect trailer. They didn't reveal too much at all and yet they built unimaginable amounts of hype, man. So yeah, I'm super excited for season 3. When it comes to this tier list, obviously is gonna be completely subjective. I will go by how I felt about these characters and I guess what I think about their contribution to the story and generally if I like them or not, man. So yeah, it's gonna be completely subjective. What characters I find interesting and what not, and I'm excited to do this. So without further ado, let's start ranking these characters. Let's go. Alright guys, everything is ready. These are the characters that I will be ranking. They are all, I hope this is all of anime only characters that we saw. We have how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So yeah, as I said guys, this will be completely subjective. It's how I feel about those characters and what I think they brought to the show. So please don't hate me too much if I place your favorite characters lowly or your characters that you hate highly. I apologize in advance. This is just my taste. And we are starting off with that little girl that showed in the last episode, I believe. They're from the branch of Roswell's family, I think, the branch of Mather's family. And how do I rank characters like this, man? I mean, I don't know much about her, but I don't know if I should put her into who tier. Maybe I'll put characters like this in D for now, but we will see, Next up is Al. Oh shit. I personally like Al for that one scene with Subaru where he called him brother, right? After Priscilla kicked him out and she was basically giving him order to kill Subaru, man, and I really liked their interaction. I personally really like Al, and there is that thing also that I got unfortunately spoiled about when it comes to Al. So if you guys are anime only, skip next like 20 seconds. That information that Al is actually isekai character as well is making me so intrigued, right, by his character. So yeah, I think I can't place him too high though because he didn't appear too much. His screen time wasn't great, right? I think he's perfect candidate for B tier for now. Ooh, immediately with some of the goated characters, man. Betty's situation was so sad and it was so satisfying seeing the last episode of season 2, last couple of episodes, right when Subaru became that person to her, and by that person I mean her true friend, and she realized that it's not that person from the book, right? It's that person who is going to release Betty from these chains, man. She has been waiting for 400 years, man, and when I think back to those scenes with her making contract with Subaru and protecting him from Ram and the stuff with Ryuzu and all of that, and that line that she has had enough of the pain and suffering hits differently after everything we learn about Betty, man. I think, should I place Betty at S tier, man? I really like Betty. Yeah, I think that our girl Betty deserves S tier, man, honestly. She's so incredible, man. She's so cute the way she speaks, right? I suppose and stuff. I really like her. As Subaru says, drill lolly. Her relationship with Subaru was very interesting, and the only people she talked like not arrogantly towards are basically Puck and Echidna, her mother, I guess. So yeah, I think that Betty deserves S tier, definitely. Next up, we have. Oh, this is one of those elders that was present at royal candidate selection, I believe. So he is gonna go into who tier, bro. I don't know much about them, but it's because I placed this girl here. Okay, they're all going into who tier. This is this is the Witch of Lust, right? Hmm, I think she's going into B tier. Hmm. Should I give her A? I mean, she didn't do much, but she did make Subaru remember like those feelings when Subaru wanted to off himself during the witch tea party. I think I will place her at the top of B tier for now. She first appeared as Rem, right? And immediately we could tell that something is off, and she said that she was given false information by Echidna, right? And also her ability, man, that can make you stop, breathe, or whatever, if I remember correctly. That's scary. And the fact that she's Witch of Lust and she looks super cute, and it's literally a child, man. It's kinda odd, man. I'll place her at B tier. By the way, this one I won't go super deep analyzing all these characters. That would be like a 5-hour video for sure, man. I'm just gonna say some surface level stuff and just rank these characters for you guys to see how I feel about them. Next up is Witch of Gluttony. She's really interesting as well. Her twisted ideology. All the witches have twisted ideologies, man. She created these beasts and she accepted Subaru's challenge, and the way she's drooling. Her design is so sick though. The fact that she has to be restrained, right? Otherwise she would probably devour everything in her pet, man. So bro, it's gonna be so hard for me to decide what type of characters I want to place into A tier, man. Because again, I don't feel like I want to place her too high because she didn't have too much screen time, and yet again, I love the witches, man. I love them. I'll keep stacking them in B tier for now. We will see. She will be top of B tier for now. Okay, this is, I suppose, referring to original Ryuzo Mayor. And also, not too much screen time, but that scene with Betty and her wanting to sacrifice herself to serve as a core when the sanctuary was created. That was so sad, man. It was so sad. Her conversation with Betty, and she was thanking everyone for making her life like worth it, and that she made all those decisions by herself. I think I will place her in B tier as well, just because we didn't get. But okay, because of the copies, we are going to count all the copies: Shima, Arma, Bilma, all of them. Shima and Garfiel's relationship, the conversation Subaru had with them. I think we have our first A character. Melee. Melee is C tier. I don't give a shit about Melee. She can control my beasts. Cool. she invaded castle with Elsa. Although that was nice, their relationship, I wasn't actually ever thinking that I might see Elsa protecting someone and caring about someone, but it looks like she cared for Melee. But I'm not really that huge fan of this character. I'm gonna be straight up, guys. On the other hand, I am huge enjoyer of this character, Minerva, who saved Subaru on two occasions, right? From Typhon the first time, and later on she reconstructed his body again during the tea party. But the scene with Emilia that is making me believe that she might be legit her mom, that was so touching, because why would she act that way, not wanting to see Emilia's face? And her breaking down and hugging Emilia when she mentioned that Fortuna is her mother. Minerva is so dope, man. And the fact that she is witch of wrath, right? You would expect some like demonic witch that is angry all the time, and no. The character designs of witches is so interesting, man. Witch of Lust, Minerva deserves A tier, in my opinion. Yo, the little girl that Subaru and Emilia helped at the very beginning, man. I have to keep one tier for the characters that I really dislike, and I guess that's gonna be D tier. These characters that only appeared briefly, I will keep staking them into Who tier, even though I know who they are. I don't have a clue who is this though. Holy shit. I do not know who. Oh, is that the girl's mom? Oh, I think that's girl's mom. Okay. Ricardo. What can I say about Ricardo? Very like Giga Chad character, right? Like a true warrior with a big heart, I'd say. He seems like a pretty chill dude. Ricardo is B tier. He helped Subaru. He was down to go with the boys and to attack a witch cult right even after that fight against White Whale, even though he was participating against White Whale. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, he was participating and they debated us with his dead, right? Just like with Old Man Will. I will place Ricardo at B tier. Oh, Sekhmet. Witch of Slot. The character design is one of my favorite, honestly, but I have to keep Minerva one level up, man. Even though I personally like Sekhmet and I like the tick she has or the noise she makes when she's talking, like everything is a drag for her to her, and it makes sense considering she's Witch of Slot. And she was siding with Typhon. She was on the side. They all had Subaru's, I guess, best wishes at that moment in their minds. But when Subaru wanted to kill himself, right, she was taking Typhon's side and allowing Subaru to end his life, which would be very dangerous at Witch Tea Party, because if he dies there, he will lose his mind when he returns back. So yeah, that would be scary. She is in B tier, and next up we have Theresia Van Astra. Really dope character when it comes to design. She's really cute and she's very pure-hearted. I like that she is such a strong swordsman, and she seems so innocent. You would think that she would not be able to even like hold the sword because it's too heavy, and yet she was so skilled, the most skilled swordsman. I like her, but as these big characters, she didn't have much screen time, but I did enjoy that flashback a lot. In fact, I'll place her probably here, man, on top of B tier. Okay, this is not Mimi, I think. Do we have Mimi somewhere? Yeah, there is Mimi here. Is this like Mimi's brother or sister? I mean, don't have opinion other than cute, man. Other than kawaii. Don't have much of an opinion. So going here. Anastasia. Oof. This one is interesting. I really disliked her. I think it was episode 15. No, it's not episode 15, definitely. Was it 16? Episode 16 of season 1? When Subaru was talking to all of the candidates. Or was it 14? Whatever the case may be, I really didn't rock with Anastasia that much. Even though it makes sense why they all acted towards Subaru like that, right until he learned his lesson. The way she finessed him and everything didn't sit really well with me, and she's honestly my least favorite royal candidate. But she did help a lot. She did help a lot when it comes to White Whale. She provided her full force, man. Mimi and the others, Ricardo, even her knight, Julius, joined us, man. So I have to give her some respect, man. But I can't put her into A tier, guys, because I'm not that huge fan. I'll keep her at the bottom of B tier. Tiffany's Witch of Pride. Oh my god. I still remember when she took off Subaru's arm. That was so terrifying, man. And she was learning that Subaru is very, very pure character, and she was so surprised that he's like that. But she's so brutal with that innocent smile and character design, man. But I like how she has like nickname for Echidna as well and for everyone. So yeah, I think she's B tier as well. Probably somewhere around here, I would say. Oh, what the hell? It's one of those 3 tags, man. I mean, I don't hate them too much, even though they are just fucked up randoms. I'll place them. Why not? Let's place them in D tier. Oh, this is one of those older gentlemen that helped during the battle against White Whale as well, because many of them forgot the people who they lost because of the fog, right? The White Whale's ability. What to do with this guy? He didn't have too much screen time as well. I don't hate this guy. I guess he will go into C tier. But honestly, even Mimi's brother perhaps got more screen time than this guy. Yeah, let's keep in who tier. Oof. Oh my god, it's Crush. It's Crush, guys. It's Crush. I'm sorry if there are some Crush haters out there, man. Crush is freaking amazing. Even during that first interaction with Subaru, man, she was so amazing, and she was honest. She's very intelligent, she's very stoic, and she is a fantastic leader. On top of everything, she is a very skilled swordsman. Thanks to her, we managed to win against White Whale. She was a huge factor collecting the weapons and all the items, and also Old Man Will and Felix are in her camp, man. Crush is fucking amazing, bro. One of my favorite characters of ReZero. Loki, even after she lost her memories, because of her persona, because of her strong personality, man, it didn't last long until she started acting almost like her past self, man. And I really appreciate that, and I can't wait to see more of Crush, honestly, guys. Such a dope character. One of the kids, what the hell? I mean, where do I place kids? I don't dislike the kids, they actually surprisingly showed up more than I thought. I thought that we are not going to see them at all after the Act 2, man, but we saw them later on as well in the carriage, and there was emphasis on the villagers and on these kids, with Emilia being with them and all of that. Honestly, I might do this, guys. Yeah, I will keep kids into C tier, and Melee is going down to D. I'm sorry. Oh, Echidna. Echidna is at least top of A row, man. What a fantastic character. Her motivation and hatred towards Emilia is still something left in the air, right? Still kinda a very mysterious thing, because she talked mad shit to Emilia, man. She talked so much mad shit. He really dislikes her a lot, man. And I bet she knows who are Emilia's parents, bro. Echidna is so amazing, bro. From those tea party conversations with Subaru, how sneaky she is, also the comedic scenes with the body fluid, right, and her during the trials. Wow, she was freaking amazing. And also the as one of the comments said, the microwave scene when she was spinning around, that was magnificent. The Witch of Greed, when she finally revealed her true colors, and in the history of Sanctuary we didn't get to see her face, and in the end when Emilia saw her body, apparently she did not remember who that is, and her face looks kind of different. So there are still many mysteries surrounding Echidna, a really dope character. Oh, I want to place her perhaps even in S, but I'm not sure. Should I do that? Yeah, I'm tripping. Echidna deserves S tier as well, man. Not to mention that she also created Betty, right? And that Roswell is also his reason for doing all this shit that we saw with ReZero is because of Echidna. Yeah, Echidna is S as well. Elsa, oh boy, the Bowl Hunter. Extremely hot lady, man. She is really hot, but she is psychotic. But I felt so fucking disturbed when they revealed what happened to her when she was a child, and that guy was trying to assault her, bro. That was so fucked up. And that's probably when she started acting the way she did. She probably broke and killed that guy, and she enjoyed the warmth of blood, and she probably spilled his guts out, and she developed that crazy hobby, I guess. And she was so powerful. The fact that she escaped from Reinhardt tells you a lot. After him using that strong attack, the feral battle against Garfiel was definitely my favorite ReZero fight. So yeah, Elsa, despite being so freaking psychotic, right, and weird, she did have a good amount of screen time at the very beginning of the series and at the end of season 2. I think I will place Elsa at A tier because I love how fucked up she was. She was a really, really dope villain, man. And also, at those last moments, she showed that she actually has emotions for Melee, right? When we kinda saw the siblings fight, her and Melee against Garfiel and Frederica. Oh, look who do we have next. It's our girl, Emilia. Season 1 really didn't put much emphasis on her. We saw her quite often in season 1, right? But we didn't really focus on Emilia. I was captivated by her character from episode number 1 when she said that her name is Satella and that people were making connections to the Witch of Envy and hating on her because she is a half elf, and when she revealed that to Subaru, he had no reaction and she was so curious. And the very first scene we saw her is basically showing us how good of a person she is. She literally gets her insignia stolen, which is a very important item, and despite that, she still stops in that alleyway to help Subaru. But season 2, her flashback, the scenes with Fortuna and Juice, also the stuff with the seal, with Pandora. She has amazing character development. Thanks to our boy Subaru, she went from being depressed, right, and thinking that some things will never change, to standing up for herself, to actually making people believe in her and love her. I'm meaning those villagers, right? Thanks to Subaru and Echidna's words and Roswell's words and everyone else's words didn't touch her at all. She managed to tank all of that. She was finally able to stand up for herself. And as I said, I don't want to go too deep. There was many scenes that elevated Emilia's character so much, man. The argument with Subaru in season 13 in episode 13 of season 1, the another argument, the frozen bond OVA, and that other argument was when just before they kissed, right, where everything was falling apart for her, broken promises from Pac, from Fortuna, from Subaru, right, and we learned why promises mean so much to her. Bro, what can I tell you guys? There is a bunch of people in this community who are like Emilia or Rem, and it's impossible for them to like both characters. Learn from Subaru's example, man. Why not love both? You can't deny that Emilia, after season 2, is one of the most goated characters of this show, man. Yeah, she deserves S tier. That's without any doubt. At least that's how I think. She's incredible, man. Next up, we have Felt. Ooh, Felt is an interesting one because she literally showed up at the very beginning of the series, right? And she was actually very important person and she didn't know that. She has a blessing of wind, I believe. She used that in fight against Elsa, and her relationship with old man Rom is so precious, man. Also Reinhard, when he noticed something about her, that insignia and all of that, he immediately basically became her knight and he took her in, man. And her entrance during royal selection was so dope, but I don't think honestly that Felt is S tier character, but she will be in A tier, that's for sure. Ooh, Felix is an interesting one. Felix is really cool character. Felix is the guy who, as one of my comments said on YouTube, that didn't get included into anime, right? But apparently Felix was uh, was living through very rough childhood, and he was abused and whatnot. And uh, despite that, he still managed to become such an important figure in Crush's camp, right? And there were also some cutout scenes apparently when he was trying to brainwash Subaru as he was healing his gate, and he's devoted to Crush a lot, man. He really likes her Crush a lot. And that scene when with Julius and Felix when they needed to kill Subaru, oh my god, I'm getting chills just thinking back to that scene. Where do I want Felix, man? Yeah, Felix is in A tier. Right about here for me. Fortuna. Oof. Fortuna is really, really nice. She's basically like a grown up Emilia, bro. She loved Emilia so much. She loved her brother. She loved uh, her brother's wife. She basically devoted her life towards raising Emilia. She's honestly such a nice person, but the thing is that it's not like she spent too much time on screen. So I can't really place her too high, right? Despite her being very, very nice character. I think I will place Fortuna at A tier as well. Probably somewhere like this, perhaps. Oh, who is this? Who is this? Oh, I think this is Otto's mom. Yep, the hair. I think this is Otto's mom, so yeah. Don't have too much to say about her. Oh, nice, we have the siblings right next to each other. Frederica's character was sassy as hell. Her first appearance was very sneaky one. When we were learning about Ram and Rem and their backstory, she appeared briefly there. I didn't like her because I thought she was working for Roswell and that she doesn't care about anyone else and that she might do something bad to Petra and all of that, but boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. Frederica is actually such a sweetheart, and I like her voice actor, man. Her voice is so soothing, it's so calming. Also, her beast transformation is really cool as well. I think I like Frederica more than these riches. Yeah, this feels like a good place to put Frederica. Interestingly enough, Garfiel, I didn't really like Garfiel at all. Garfiel is the character that it took me the longest to warm up to him, man. It took me so long for me to start actually like Garfiel, and when I did start liking him, I liked him a lot, man. After that episode where he confronted his past and when he started joking with Subaru and calling him boss and all of that, man, and later on his reunion with Frederica, fight against Elsa, Garfield is really awesome, bro. Garfield is probably gonna be top of A tier for me. I love Garfield. We have my beasts as well. Okay, I mean, yeah, they're meant to be our enemies, so I will. How do I want to rank them? Based on design? Because if so, this guy deserves to be. Nah, that would be. Yeah, I'm putting my beasts here, man. Hector. I mean, saw him for a minute or so in one of those flashback episodes, menacing as hell, right? You guys told me that he's like a warlock, right? He's a male witch, which makes sense, and the Crunchyroll subs went with the devil, which led to me losing my shit, like talking about some bullshit theory how we have devils and gods and whatnot, but yeah, still very mysterious why Roswell speaks like him and he has attire like he dresses sorta like Hector as well. Something happened in the past with Hector and Echidna and Roswell. Young Roswell knew about that. They sensed him coming and they were all terrified. Like they have Roswell, Echidna, Betty, and they were still so terrified of him, which makes him very, very dangerous in my eyes. Don't have too much to say about this guy, bro. He was for sure creepy as hell, bro. I think I like him more than these four, to be honest, so I'll place him with these kids into C tier, bro. Okay, oh, it works. Julius. Holy shit. Julius is a dope character. I think that I was slightly annoyed by him only in the first episode when we actually met him. But even in that episode, after that episode, I kinda understood where he's coming from and that Subaru was being a dick to him, to be honest. So I quickly realized that Julius is actually not really a bad guy, but those episodes when he was connecting to Subaru and also just like with Felix when they needed to kill him, man, and Subaru saying that he straight up hates him, and but they had such a nice bond later on. They really became friends, man. Julius is just one badass character that is going into A tier for sure. Oh, there is quite a bunch of characters left, man. The legendary Appa guy, bro. That brings back some memories, man. The nostalgia from seeing this face, bro. I wanna give Appa guy a B tier, man. Oh, this is one of those tags as well. I'll keep stacking them together in D tier. Archie, I like Archie. I don't think he deserves A tier because of the screen time, but his sacrifice was really touching, man. The fact that he was keeping a smile on his face as he was telling Emilia to run away, that really broke me, man. He was such a nice guy. I was joking that he's Legolas, man. And he liked Fortuna as well a lot. Not in that way like Betelgeuse, right? But more like a sister or whatever. Really, really noble sacrifice, man. Tied to Black Serpent, that's crazy. Next up we have... Oh my god. I hate this character so much, man. Oh, for what this character, Sin Archbishop of Gluttony, did to Rem? Ah, this fuck. Oof. I can't wait for us to destroy this fucker, man. Oh, that's gonna be one of the best days ever, bro. I hate this character, guys. I don't want to waste too many words on this. Okay, the kids with said kids are gonna be in C tier. This guy from Royal Selection as well. Otto's father. Another kid. Another elder. Another kid. The lady that touched Subaru's ass. Does she deserve to be next to Appa guy? Because she talked to Emilia a few times and she was right when Emilia was going through trials and when they were making a deal. But nah, I will do some rearrangements like this. Mimi, what can I say about Mimi? Super cute, extremely powerful, and cute and powerful and terrifying goes hand to hand in ReZero, bro. Only in ReZero we have bunch of these cute little characters that are deadly as fuck, man. And Mimi is one of those. And I like how chill she is, man. And she was eating, she likes to eat. I remember her eating burger or some shit, or am I tripping? When Anastasia was talking to Subaru and she participated in fights. Do I want? Yeah, Mimi's gonna be right here next to Archie, Frederica, and Teresia. the old guy as well. Let me place him here. Subaru's father. Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair because Subaru's parents were present in one episode, but with that one episode, they won me over completely, man. They completely won me over. Subaru's dad is such a nice character, bro. I think they deserve to be honestly here. And the both conversations with Subaru's father and Subaru's mom were so touching, man. I was crying so much throughout that episode. I just couldn't help it, man. The feels were so strong. Subaru's father is like a trickster, but he's really like successful dude at everything he does, and Subaru had to live in the shadow of his own father because whatever achievement Subaru gets, they were all like, oh, just like your father, like son. No, it's me, Subaru, who did this. And when he actually came in second in the race, when he got like B grade or something like that, he would feel utterly disappointed, right? Because people's expectations are for him to constantly be on top. And that basically explains whole Subaru's character and why he stopped going to school and literally everything, the way how he acted. The writing is phenomenal. This episode was a huge game changer. Subaru was already developing so much, but after this episode, it was perfect, bro. And his mom and his mother words that are still very present in Subaru's hand, that it's not about how you reach it, but what's important is the very end, right? Your goal. So focus on that. That's still very important to Subaru, man. That was amazing episode. We have the rabbit, the great rabbit. Honestly, because of how brutal that scene is, I will place rabbit like here. It's not because I liked it, but because how freaking brutal and shocking it was, man. It left a mark in my mind. That's for sure, man. Oh, this is Otto's bro. Okay, Otto's family is here. Oh, and the Brotto himself. I have to do it. I just have to, guys. I have to place Otto at S tier. I think he deserves that. It's so incredible that character like Otto pushed Subaru off that carriage. He seemed like a random character that is giving Subaru a ride, like his Uber for that one time. Would develop into someone that Roswell would praise and say that he will keep an eye on him is mind-blowing to me. We also got his backstory, which is incredible fucking messed up. They literally kicked the guy out of town, separating him from his family, and he has ability to talk to animals, bro. And he is such a nice guy and awesome friend to Subaru, man. Otto's development came in so unexpectedly. Those episodes when he punched Subaru and when he confronted Garfiel, like he received multiple of those ending scenes while the ending song is being played, man. That blew my mind. Brotto is S tier for sure. So is Puck, I guess. Puck is a really weird one. I like Puck. I think that Puck deserves to be into S tier as well. That Frozen Bond OVA, only that, man, made me love Puck. Still, one of the most interesting mysteries is Puck himself, like the whole existence. And why does he want to destroy the world, right? Is he like somehow aware that there is someone with the ability returned by death? Is he aware that there is someone like Subaru, and by killing the world he will kill that person, and he knows that Emilia will be alive and that we will go again? The fact that he found a young Emilia and we don't know how he met her before Emilia froze everyone. That's the key point. How did he know Emilia before that? Was he one of those spirits? Is Puck sealed in that seal? Like, what's the deal with Puck, man? I was making a theory that he might be Fortuna, but I don't think that's the case, man, because they both called Emilia Leah, but I don't think that's the case, man. But yeah, his huge form is so badass, and his fights were entertaining when he was fighting Rosval. And he was present in one of the most, like, hauntingly beautiful episode endings of all the anime, man. The episode 15. And that scene alone, man, is enough to give you chills and make you feel some type of way towards Puck, right? He was so scary there, bro. That was so brutal. Ooh, we are moving. We've reached Pandora. Pandora is honestly such a great villain with broken ability. She can like change the reality, go back to the time where she didn't die or some shit, man. She's terrifying. The fact that she was keeping like her like easy way of talking, completely calm, bringing Sin Archbishop of Greed and then sending him away because he was wilding out. And when a powerful character like that, a really menacing villain, wants to get her hands on that seal, that tells you that that seal is something incredibly huge. But yeah, when it comes to Pandora, she's definitely A tier, bro. Yeah, Pandora is so scary, man. I really liked her introduction. She is a perfect villain in my opinion, man. Also, she wiped Emilia's memories as well. Patrash, best girl. For a ground dragon, man, come on. We can't like expect ground dragon to have character development or some shit, man. But Patrash did get a good chunk of scenes and screen time in ReZero, man. And the beef with Garfiel, taking revenge on Garfiel and helping Subaru and participating in the battle against White Veil. Patrash is low-key A tier, bro. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Betelgeuse would be S fucking tier, even without the flashback, man. Just because of how fucking well the performance of voice actor and animators when it comes to Betelgeuse was absolutely insane. Even if we knew him as just this psychotic, crazy villain, I would have placed him into S tier, man. But with that backstory and flashback, with his love for Fortuna and the unfortunate incident that happened, holy shit, man. Betelgeuse is without doubt S tier character, in my opinion. Petra is super cute. Unlike these kids, Petra actually goes up. She will go probably around here. She's super cute. She became maid even though she's so young, right? And she gave Subaru that handkerchief that came in handy later on. We know what was that used for, but similar to Otto, right? Obviously, Petra didn't get too much screen time or crazy development or backstory. Like, what would be her backstory? She's a child. Like, we're supposed to see her as baby or some shit. So I think B tier works for Petra, man. She's adorable. Priscilla is the character that I didn't really like at the beginning, but after I watched that episode when she beat up Subaru, and thanks to your guys' comments, I realized that she was actually down to help Subaru if she didn't bow down to kiss her feet, man. And I kinda like her, man. I kinda like Priscilla now, but I still don't know too much about her. So I guess I'll place her in B tier as well. Yeah, I think this works. Oh, I think this is Ram's and Ram's dad. Okay. He's going here. Ram. Ram didn't get too much attention since Act 2 until we've reached Sanctuary and the stuff between Roswell and her, man. When it comes to Ram, she lost her horn, and some of you guys in the comments explained to me that she would be one of the most powerful fighters in ReZero if she still had her horn. Her roasting Subaru all the time, and not only him, but Garfiel as well, Otto. It's honestly funny, but I don't know what to do with Ram, man. Yeah, Ram definitely deserves to be. I wanna place Ram here. I will place Ram at the top of A tier, man, because I like Ram way more than Ram, but even though I didn't like that she's like the parallel of Subaru and Rem, that she's parallel with Roswell. I didn't like that she actually loves Roswell. I was always secretly hoping that she doesn't like him in that way. She's still such a dope character, and seeing Ram, who is always like so emotionless, right? She's not showing her emotions. We only saw her that few times when Rem died in that one loop, right? When she went crazy on Subaru. And now when she bowed down to Emilia near the end of season 2, and when she said that she wants to rescue Roswell, and that face she made before he attacked her, man. I'm so glad that they didn't kill off Ram, because to be honest, guys, I kinda had a feeling that she might die, bro. For real, but they didn't kill her off. Yeah, her connection to Roswell was always very interesting and mysterious, and he was healing her horn and all of that. She was so nice to Rem since they were kids, even though she was the most talented one, and that's why all attention was on her. She still didn't like get cocky or anything like that. She was still focused on her sister Rem and was helping her with whatever the help she needs, man. And Rem thought that she won't ever be like Ram. Their backstory was really interesting. Yeah, when I think about everything, Ram definitely deserves to be high up. This is Garfield's mom. Unfortunately, I can't say too much about her. What she tried to do was really touching. She tried to get their father to come back to, or at least one of the fathers, right? For them to live like normal family. She didn't do it for her own selfish reasons like Garfield first thought. But yeah, she's gonna be in C tier because we don't know much about her. Oh, is this Regulus? Damn, you guys know very well how much I hate this fucker, man. But I can't deny him that he's freaking amazing villain, man. He's amazing villain. I like how he's so egoistical and that he gets angry when people talk over him or when they ignore him. He gets extremely angry and he starts going apeshit crazy, man. I kinda like that. It's almost like he's pride and not greed. Like, I don't associate him with greed at all. For him being seen Archbishop of Greed, that's really interesting. Really dope character design as well. Oh, when it comes to Reinhardt, he didn't get too much screen time as well, but whenever he did, he was being a complete badass or a very nice guy, man. You can't hate this guy. You simply cannot hate this guy. And he took in Felt, and he has high hopes for her, and he's willing to obey all the wishes that Felt has. My boy Reinhardt is going right next to Julius, bro. I like both of them. Next one is Rem. Our precious girl Rem, who gave our boy Subaru probably the most important push in the series so far, man. Emilia and Rem are both amazing, bro. Without Rem, Emilia wouldn't get her development because Subaru wouldn't get his development. When he was at his lowest, Rem was there. She was a light in his life, man. And after that whole episode of two of them talking, that episode flew by literally, like it was seconds. She completely understands Subaru's love for Emilia. And people say if you love someone, you let it go. You let it go, right? And she's basically embodiment of that, man. She loves Subaru and she wishes best for him, so she doesn't mind even if he loves Emilia, which was really heartbreaking. But also when Subaru said that, I like that he straight up said it, right? Instead of giving her some false hope that he might change in the future and whatnot. There were some interesting scenes as well, like that at Flugel's 3 as well, and you guys pointed out some cut-out content from light novels. I know, I'm aware, guys. I'm aware about that number 1, number 2 stuff, man. But please, Emilia and Rem fans, don't beef with each other. Just don't, please. They're both so precious, man. Such an amazing characters. And the backstory, and first Subaru is the one who gave her a reason to change her life. And that went full circle later on, because he's the one who made her realize that she doesn't need to imitate Ram her whole life, man. That she can change. That episode was beautiful as well. So many dope characters. Just look at this, man. Oh, I really don't know who is this. Oh boy, it looks like this is the first character that I really don't remember seeing at all. It's like my brain is processing a little bit. I clearly saw this guy, but I can't remember where and what was his purpose. So this one is going into who, and he's literally who. Who the fuck? Old Man Rom was pretty chill. I like Old Man Rom. I'm gonna place him like here. His relationship with Felt is so wholesome. He's living in those slums, man, but he's a very, very honest and powerful guy. And he has a big heart. You can tell that he's such a nice guy. He came for Felt to rescue her during the royal selection, man. For his granddaughter, man. He's willing to do everything. He's a dope character. Not too much screen time, but I like Old Man Rom. Honestly, yeah, let's keep it like this. Roswell. What do I want to do with Roswell? I want to place Roswell at S tier as well, because yeah, from the very beginning I was suspicious of him, right? But the show at one point actually made me think that it was a red herring, that Roswell is actually not a bad guy, and then later on I began to suspect him again, and they revealed that he is indeed actually a bad guy. He was always so charismatic and mysterious. Also, guys, it's Dios voice actor, man. Whoever that guy gives voice to, that character is like automatically one tier above than it should be based on his character, bro. So yeah, Roswell is easy, yes, especially after we learn the backstory and the stuff about Sanctuary, about his love for Echidna, about the book, the prophecies, right? He sent Subaru's bet, him getting really angry, right? Saying that Subaru will end up being like him, that he should focus on one thing and that he shouldn't care about anyone else. Also seeing young Roswell, his connection to Hector and their way of talking, also his soul transcription or whatever, changing bodies throughout these years. That's insane, man. Roswell is indeed a very dope character. Oh, this is that guy, the finances dude, if I'm not mistaken, Russell Fellow, right? Huh. Let's put him here. Fuck it. I don't have much to say about him. But I guess he kinda helped as well, right? With the white veil. Oh, this is Satella. Satella for that one scene telling Subaru that he needs to live on. Just that one scene, man, to love himself, right? That was enough to make me love her, especially after all the things that we learned about Satella and her being evil witch who killed all the other witches, right? That didn't feel like that's the case at all during the witch's party, man. She was extremely wholesome and she surprised everyone because we got so much used to I love you, I love you, I love you, and this time she comes in and says to Subaru that he needs to love himself, man. That was perfect. And if we count all her other appearances, right, whispering to Subaru and all of that, like obviously I can give her S, man, but I will keep her at somewhere like this, perhaps. Or maybe even like this. Who on earth is this? Do we have another Who character? Oh, I think I know who this is. This is the elder of Ram and Rem's village, I believe. Yeah, he should stay at here anyway. Oh, this one is Otto's ground dragon. I'm sorry, I have to place this one in who. I can't quite remember. This is my beast. Is this the one? Wait, I think this is Otto's ground dragon. Never mind. They should both stay here because I honestly don't remember much about them. This my beast looks like that one from OVA. I'll place it here. Oh, okay, guys. Okay. Subaru is an S character, and definitely he deserves #1 spot at S. Many of you told me that people dropped the show because of how annoying Subaru was. Yeah, I can definitely see why the hell not. I can definitely see why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I need to rephrase this shit. I don't mean that in a way that I can see why they dropped the show. That's disgusting. But I can see why they wouldn't rock with Subaru, right? Because of his personality. Of course, that we learned why is he acting like that. I never actually had that big of a problem adapting to Subaru's like crazy energy and those jokes, man. I oftentimes found them really, really funny, man. And all that simping for Emilia. Yeah, I can definitely see how that would like make some people annoying. But yeah, after those episodes when he sacrificed himself and when he started realizing that he wants to help not only Emilia but the other people, and then we reached some of his low points like episode 13 when he was a complete dick, when he argued and said some mean shit to Emilia, and later on when he failed so hard during those conversations with royal candidates, and later on before he talked to Rem, he was basically on the verge of giving up and just escaping and living somewhere together with Rem, and she's actually the reason he didn't do that. And from that point on, Subaru's character was just going like this, man, skyrocketing into a true hero, and him saying that he is Emilia's knight went from cringe to fucking badass, man. Holy shit, what the hell is wrong with this show, man? The writing is so goddamn good. The author is honestly amazing. I love how he makes Subaru suffer in the worst ways imaginable. He is really creative. It's kind of weird how creative he actually is when it comes to Subaru suffering, man. Like, my man went through so much, man, and I thought that Okabe from Steins Gate suffered a lot, man. Holy shit. Subaru is one of the most depressing characters ever when it comes to that. And there is still like that main question, why Subaru? Why did he end up here? What's the connection with Flugel? There was a theory perhaps that we might have a reincarnation because of what was written. I was here, right? You guys explained to me in the comments on Flugel's tree, and Subaru wrote that in book when Ram was teaching him to write and all of that, man. So perhaps we have some reincarnation or whatever. But whatever the case may be, Subaru is such an amazing main character, and not to mention that he doesn't actually have any crazy powers, and that whenever he fights, the odds are stacked highly against him in an actual fight. And whenever he used his like magic abilities like Shamak or whatever, he can't control it, man. He's not experienced, and his gate literally broke. His gate broke, man. And when he was using the witch factor, he started puking and it was taking toll on him. So I like that yeah, he has returned by death, but I like that they're not giving him overpowered combat abilities on top of everything to make this very easy. Instead, they're making his journey very realistic. He's growing up as he's progressing, and he's making all these bonds with these amazing characters. My boy Subaru is definitely the top of S tier, man. This is Ram and Rem's mother. Okay, she's here. And this is one of those thugs. Old man Will, but oh, this is that dog, my beast. Oh, whatever. I like Will. Will is definitely here, right next to the boys, Reinhard, Julius, and Will. Reinhard and Will, right? Van Astrea, also Reinhard, the red hair color, the blue eyes, and look at Theresia. Very similar, right? I wonder where did he get that talent for swordsmanship from, man? But yeah, when it comes to Will, that also was very unexpected, that whole backstory and how he got saved during that war against the, like demi-humans or whatever, and his love for Theresia and the fact that he never got to say I love you out loud to her, man, and he did say it when they defeated White Whale. It was so satisfying, man. He is also very respectable and wise old man. He helped Subaru later on against uh, the witch cult. Will is dope, man. I really like his character, as he's one of those rare older characters, like who can give Subaru some advice and who gave him advice to keep moving forward even after witnessing the deaths of those people who were on mission with him. And Subaru needed someone like that, because when you look all these characters, there isn't any like old person who is strong. Like obviously we have these random old people, right? But nobody who was close to Subaru like that. And I'm super grateful that we had Will to help our boy Subaru. And he was also training with him as well, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, now that I look at everything, I don't think I want to make any adjustments to this list, guys. I guess this is how I felt about all these characters, bro. Maybe there are some weird choices here and there, but generally I feel like this is maybe a basic tier list, maybe nothing too crazy, right? But who knows? You guys let me know what would who are your S tier characters, man. That was a lot of fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will end the video here for today. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you very soon with another one. Until then, see ya, guys.